Hello everyone. Welcome back to Key to DL channel. Today's video is for beginners only. We'll learn what you should know before you begin the process of obtaining a driving license in this video. This video is going to be extremely valuable for beginners. Before you can begin your Swedish driving license, you need to decide on few things. It is not only a long process, but it is also expensive and very stressful. I'm going to share with you many important tips that will help you to make a best decision. There are some frequently asked questions that come up very often, and these are the one we are tackling on this video. Okay, without further delay, let's go to the topic then. Tip number one or question number one, choose an automatic transmission car or manual one. It is one of the most common and most difficult question for everyone's mind to decide which one to choose at the beginning. There are pros and cons to both automatic and manual transmission cars. Many times you go to the driving school and ask your instructor, which car should you choose? You may not get the right information from them because they don't know what you want to do and how you intend to use your driving in future. If you have a driving license with manual transmission, you can drive both manual and automatic cars. However, if you get your driving license with automatic transmission, you cannot drive manual transmission car. You can only drive automatic transmission car. You are not at all allowed to drive manual mode of cars. This is a good point to choose, or this is a good point to consider when choosing a manual or automatic mode of transmission cars. Okay, let's go to the second tip. Next tip or the next questions, next frequently asked question is which one is the most difficult to learn? Learning how to operate a manual car is far more challenging and far more difficult than learning how to operate an automatic car. You'll need to know how to use the gear, brake, clutch and accelerator simultaneously in the manual mode. On the other hand, with automatic cars, you have only accelerator and brake, so it is far more simple. As a result, the complexity is less and you can focus only other things such as driving rules, driving signs, all the other important factors for the driving license rather than having figuring out how to change gears, where and how much press clutch, what is the biting point, and so on and so forth. So it is up to you to decide whether you want to go to the complex car, which is the manual mode of car, or slightly easier with the automatic car. Remember one thing, in the coming days, the percentage of automatic car is going higher and higher because now we can see this lot more hybrid car or electric cars are coming. So there will be more and more automatic cars in the market. In the next 5 years, it will be very much higher percentage as many other countries also have more number of automatic cars than the manual cars. Okay, let's go to the tip number 3. Due to the fact that manual cars are much more complicated, you have to make sure you dedicate more time to learning them than the automatic mode. So what does it mean? It means that automatic cars take for you to learn automatic cars take less time than the manual car. So at the beginning, you may need more driving lessons in order to become comfortable with the manual car as compared to the automatic car. If you are not under any pressure or any time pressure, any monetary pressure, you might want to choose manual transmission. So it is up to you. what you want to choose. Let's go to the tip number 4. The more driving lessons you take, the more likely that you will have to pay more than you expect. Therefore, it's important to think about what you want to spend, how much you want to spend, when, how long you want to spend. So when it comes to how much money you want to spend on driving test from start to finish. So you need to calculate your own budget from the beginning to end, how much you want to spend and how you want to spend. Okay, let's go to the tip number 5. And this is the final tip for the today, most important tip. Ask yourself what you plan on doing for your driving lessons. Are you going to learn privately or through a driving school completely, or by combining private and driving school? The best option is to go for a driving school. However, it will cost more money and more time to go to driving school because you have to book, you have to take the time, you have to. There are very few slots available these days because of the corona. Selecting the right driving school is also a challenge. If you choose to learn with a private tutor, this is another cheaper option, but you may not get a great tutor. For example, some private tutors mislead their students or provide incorrect information. And that is the risk if you do not learn the driving correctly. It will be more difficult for you to change your driving style on later phase. Choice is yours to decide which suits you best. Some people think mixing private and driving school is a smart choice. For instance, you can get a good training from the driving school, do more practice with the private instructor. So you have to balance, and it's up to you to decide. So here is a quick recap what we have learned in this video. Which car to choose, manual car or automatic car, first point. Second one, the complexity level, which one is more complex and which one is more simpler. Third point, considering the fact of importance of learning time, how much time you have. Is it 6 months, 10 months or 12 months? Number 4, what kind of budget you have in the mind. And fifth point, to decide how you are going to learn from the driving school or private or mixing up both. I hope this video is helpful to you. How are you planning to obtain the driving license in Sweden? Feel free to comment below. Are you taking only private lessons or are you taking completely from school? Yeah, just keep a comment below. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in another interesting video. Keep watching, keep learning. Hello.